If you really care for somebody, you tell them the stuff that nobody else wants to tell them. You don't tell them what they want to hear, you tell them what they need to hear. Sometimes that can be one of the hardest things ever, but if you really care for them, you know it's that important and you know you have to do it. With that being said, I have to talk to you guys today because I care for you. Good morning to the best family on YouTube. Earlier this year when I came back to vlogging, I told you guys that I wanted to use my vlogging in a way that's gonna help you guys reach the levels of success you've wanted to reach in life but never were able to access. Now every now and then in the vlog, I go on a little rant, I give you something insightful that can help you in your day-to-day, and I try my best to just leave you with something positive. Today I wanna be more direct and I wanna talk to you straight on with something that's been burning inside me from a very personal level. Now if you have a couple of minutes and you'd like to listen to it, I hope it helps you in the best way possible. Before I get started, I want you to know the stuff that I'm gonna say can hurt. It can hurt you very much, like it can really trigger something inside you. But if it does hurt, you have to understand and you have to ask yourself, is it hurting because it's true? Is it hurting because I know that this happens in my daily life? Is that why these words are affecting me right now? I don't say it for you to get mad at me. I say it because I care, so I hope it helps you. I don't want you to get mad at me for what I'm saying. I'm not gonna yell down your throat. I'm not gonna tell you you're living life wrong. I'm not gonna call you a failure or a bum. I'm just gonna talk to you, and hopefully the words that I say can trigger something inside you for you to do what you have to do in order to be successful in your life. Now, if you guys like this video, I'll do many more topics, but for today's topic, it's gonna be one thing. I'm not gonna try to go many different directions. It's gonna be one core principle. Many of you, actually most of you, most of society isn't where they wanna be in life because of the people that they surround themselves with. And when I say that, I'm talking about their friends. So I'm gonna try to talk to many different age groups at one time, so I might jump from a different side of the story, but I hope it makes sense all the same. So when you're in high school, you have a group of friends, and they're your best friends ever, and you think you're gonna be with them for the rest of your life. And you also think that the things that happen in high school and the people who are popular and the people who are on the football team and the basketball team and all that stuff matter. Now I can personally tell you, once you graduate high school, you normally don't keep up with everybody. I don't care who is popular in high school right now. I don't care who was on the varsity football team, because most of the time, those people who were doing really well in high school are doing nothing with their lives today. I've seen it, I've experienced it, I've had people tell me it's the same. But what happens to a lot of people is once they leave high school and they leave college, a lot of the people who you went to high school and college with are going to be going down the same path together. There's a certain path that people go through in life, and it's the path of complacency. It's the path of comfortability. It's the path where they don't try anything and they don't risk anything, but by doing that, they don't get any greater reward and they go through the same path in life. I graduated high school in 2008. I graduated college in 2012. Now there are a lot of people who I know from high school personally who are doing the same things that they were doing in 2008 that they're doing now in 2016. There's this girl that I used to date back then who I recently got back into contact with, and it made me laugh so hard on the inside because this girl is doing the same exact stuff that she was doing 8 years ago today. She's messing with the same broke dude who mistreats her and, disrespects her and all of that stuff. The dude who I begged her to break up with back then because I cared for her as a person. She has not grown spiritually. She has not grown mentally. She has not grown financially. She is the same person to this day. Why? Because she stayed on the same path, and she's not gonna get off that path. I tried to tell her even today, even though I have no reason to do this, I told her, I was like, look, you don't have any of your friends in life right now, if they haven't already, to tell you this, so I'm gonna tell you, you're messing up. You're messing up big time. My life has changed so much since we last spoke, and you're still here talking to me about the same stuff and the same memories that we talked about so long ago. You need to grow up and you need to stop doing what you're doing. Why do people do that? Why do people stay on the same path that they're in? Because they're scared. They're scared to try new things and they don't know how to try new things. Now, you might have a group of friends right now who are your best friends ever. They might be your family. They might be everything that you know and everything that you love. But that doesn't mean that those best friends are good for you in the long run of life. Now, I know that's a harsh pill to swallow, but It's the reality of the situation, and it depends what you want out of life. Because when I talked to a friend about this recently, they said, but wait, what if they're happy with their lives? And that's totally fine. But if you want more out of your life, then you cannot still surround yourself with the people that don't want more out of life. The people you surround yourself with, you're gonna pick up their habits, you're gonna pick up their attributes, and you're gonna live the same lifestyle as them. So if you wanna live a different kind of lifestyle, but you're hanging out with the people who are okay with their lifestyle, you're not gonna get up here by hanging out with them, because you're gonna be doing the same things that they're doing subconsciously. You're not even gonna realize that you are stuck down the same path as them. Now look, I have some of the best friends ever who I still call family to this day. But I knew years ago when I started my YouTube channel, if I stayed in the city that I grew up in and hung out with the same people, that was going to be my life for the rest of my life, and I was never going to reach the levels of success that I did. So I had to get up, pack my stuff, leave every single person I knew and grew up with and loved, and went to a place that was extremely uncomfortable. You have to reach an uncomfortable place in life in order to achieve anything. If you stay comfortable, you are not going to grow by any means of the definition of what it means to grow. And when I talk about success, I am not just talking about financial success. I am talking about so much more than that. I'm talking about being a grown man and still making penis jokes and still, cussing at your friends. And it's a lifestyle. It's a maturity level that you will never know and you will never understand until you yourself look around your surroundings and ask yourself, are these people gonna benefit me? Are these people gonna enhance my living? Are these people gonna make me a better person? Are these people gonna support my dreams and ambitions? If the answer is no, you have to be that apple out of the group that steps out and says, I love you guys so much, but I need to walk away right now for me. A lot of people aren't able to do that. A lot of people aren't willing to give up on the people they love and they care for, but they have to understand that if they are your friends and they love you like they say that they do, they will be okay with you leaving and trying something new with your life, like the final scene in Good Will Hunting. If you haven't seen Good Will Hunting, it's an amazing movie, so you should watch it. I'm not telling you to pack up your stuff right now and leave all your friends, or text your friends and say, yo, I can't hang out with you, or I hate you guys are the reason I'm not successful. But I'm just telling you guys to look around your surroundings and look at the people that you surround yourself with most. Really ask yourself if these are the people that are gonna nurture the lifestyle that you want to live. This also relates more so to people who have already graduated from high school and are taking the next step in life. There's this thing that happens when you graduate high school, and there's a certain group of people in your life that are gonna be in the same city for the rest of their lives, and they're gonna be okay with it. They're gonna be okay with the same jobs, they're gonna be okay with the same living situations, they're gonna be okay with the same financial situations. If you are not okay with that situation, then you cannot put yourself in the predicament where you're gonna look back at your life in 4 years, 8 years, and ask yourself, did anything change? It disheartens me to see so many people living the same way that they were in high school. It makes me sad. It makes me sad, and it makes me appreciative of the lifestyle that I live, because I knew that I took the sacrifices that I needed to take to live the life that I live today. You are meant to change in life. You are meant to grow. You are meant to experience new things. Look, I go through depression and I fight it constantly, and I ask myself a lot of the times, why do I choose sometimes to be depressed and alone when I could be outside with people having fun? Now this part I hope resonates with you. The reason is because being depressed and being alone has become comfortable for me, and being outside and having fun and making friends is the uncomfortable choice. What is the right choice? Being depressed and being alone, or being outside, making friends, living life, being happy? Why is the bad option the more comfortable option? Because I have accepted that. It has become comfortable for me. I am scared to be outside of the house. I am scared to show people that I can be funny or I can be a good friend. I have grown scared of that. That's why recently I've been going outside my house. I've been talking to people more, and I've been loving my life. But then you have to ask yourself, is hanging out with your friends that you've been hanging out with your whole life, who are doing the same things with their life, the uncomfortable option or the comfortable option? Whenever you're facing a situation in life, ask yourself that. Is this the uncomfortable option or is this the comfortable option? And 9 out of 10 times, I promise you, the comfortable option is the wrong option to take. Because if you're not willing to step up to the plate, if you're not willing to try something new, if you're not willing to do something that can risk everything that you have in order to go further in life, you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short. And most people in life do sell themselves short. And they stay the same trajectory because they don't feel like they deserve more. They don't feel like they can, you know, live a richer lifestyle. When I say rich, I'm not talking finances. I'm talking about richer. Richer spiritually, richer mentally, richer on a maturity level. Finances come. If you're walking down the path of your purpose and you're walking in your honest, you know, path, the finances will come. Do what you love and the money will follow. But if you don't do what you love and you choose a comfortable option, the money's not gonna follow, the self-love isn't gonna follow, the spiritual growth isn't gonna follow, the maturity growth isn't gonna follow, and you're gonna be stuck living a life that you don't wanna live. This all boils down to fear. Most people are afraid. They're afraid to try. They're afraid to fail. They're afraid to grow. They don't realize that they're in the same situation because they've accepted it for themselves. They don't feel like they deserve better. They don't feel like they can get to the next level in life. They feel like that select group who reach the next level are special, are blessed, are privileged. That's not true, because right now in life, there's somebody in a far worse situation than you, or somebody who was in a far worse situation who is doing much better in life than you are right now, and they started with much less. Why? Because they knew that they deserved better, and they knew that just because they were in a certain situation in life, in a certain predicament, it didn't dictate the rest of their life. I'm sweating right now. I know I am. I'm glistening. But I hope that the words that came out of my mouth really resonate with you and really helped you in any way, shape, or form. I'm not asking you to kick out all your friends out of your life. All I'm asking you to do is reflect. Look around you. It goes much deeper than just your friends. It ties into your family too. A lot of you are held back by your family. You're still living with your parents. You're still living with the limitations that they have set for you. That's a whole different story, but if you want me to talk about that, give this video a big thumbs up, because that's a big thing too. I see it happen all too often. People are grown men still living with their parents and still living under the limitations that their parents set for them under their roof, which I don't think is the right option to do. But hey, this is just my 2 cents. I love you guys so much, and please understand that I said this because I care and because I want to see you guys successful, and I don't want to see you end up like some people that I see in life who it breaks my heart to see. Thank you guys so much. Thumbs up if you want more of these, and I'll see you tomorrow on Dose of Fousey, where the ground won't stop, the tea stays green, the lions stay roaring.